Hope. Brian Powell of Iron Far here with Megan Kimmel after a win at the Rut 28k. Becoming a habit, isn't it?
I'm on a 2-win streak so far.
Well, with the Rut and
true.
everything else, you're having a good season.
Yeah, I feel like I'm having a pretty good season, yeah.
How do you stay motivated to keep racing? Because a lot of races you've done before, and you do race a lot every year. How do you...
I think my motivation just changes all of the time, really. It's kind of a complicated question, but I mean, ultimately, running-wise, staying in shape is really just to continue to be able to take advantage of opportunities and to be able to go adventure more.
Yeah.
Yep. And race-wise, I guess it's something that I've liked to do. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I've been doing it for long enough now that maybe motivation isn't that big of a factor for me because it's kind of ingrained.
It's what you do.
It's what I do, yeah.
And you get it done. You led from the gun.
Yeah, this one I did. So that was pretty unexpected, but I went with it for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you know you were at any point building a pretty comfortable lead? I mean, it's a 28K, so at some point you can actually feel like you're secure, yeah?
Yeah, like this year in particular compared to last year, I felt a lot more comfortable by the end, like the last 5 miles, that my lead was probably pretty secure. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really sure when I felt that, but I guess by the top of Lone Peak, yeah. I felt that if there was going to be someone behind me, they'd probably be there by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with a long schedule or a big schedule throughout the year, when you have a position like that, do you kind of, obviously not jog it in, but do you kind of take the edge off and just all right, I'm going to work hard, but not 100%?
Yeah, I did today for sure. Yeah, especially the descents here are kind of gnarly in places. So I felt like I had a bit of a cushion to take it a little easier on the descent than maybe if I knew somebody was right there, mm-hmm. Visually behind me. And as goes for the second or the last part of the race.
Which could have been wise. I mean, Dakota Jones had a pretty nice lead on the men's side and was coming downhill and hurt his ankle again.
Yeah, that was unfortunate and sad to hear because he was doing well.
He was crushing it, yeah. What else do you have on your agenda for this season?
I'm heading out to the Jungfrau, which is next weekend.
Mm-hmm. Is that a marathon?
Marathon, yeah. It's not exactly my style, but for some reason I like it. So I'm heading out there.
Back over to Europe?
Back over to Europe for a quick one. And then I'm off for about a month in order to prepare for Limone, the last of the Sky Series.
And do you have an insurmountable lead yet? Is that...
No, with the last race being worth 20% more, 20 points more, I think whichever one, it makes that race kind of crucial to do well in, and I'm not sure what the point margin is, but last year I went in with 3 wins out of 4 scoring, and I ended up having a horrible race, and I ended up kind of losing the series because of that.
So
finishing second.
You still have a big goal there.
Yeah, and I kind of learned a lot from last year racing a lot, which I didn't exactly choose. I kind of fell into. Mm-hmm. And so this year, having a really bad race there, I took that in consideration.
And with that race having extra points and all that, were you actually trained specifically for that race? And
yeah, last year I don't even remember training for that race. So this year for sure, I'll train more specifically, lots of ups and downs.
And you're also the defending champ at the North Face 50. Is there a chance you'll be back there this year?
Yeah, I'm definitely having it in my mind to be back there this year. It's a few months off, and there's no telling. Yeah. But I have it in my plans to start prepping for that. After
Gotcha.
The morning.
And you've just moved from Silverton, which is super high, to Ridgeway, which is not quite as high. Does that give you a little more training time in the winter, in late autumn?
It makes me a little closer to the desert where you live. So less drive time, I'd say, if nothing else, year round. And that's one motivation for me to have moved down there.
So if it's getting snowy in October in the San Juans, you can just bolt over and get some training in the Colorado Plateau? Yeah,
exactly. Everything's closer, and Ridgeway stays dry a little bit longer too. So
I guess that raises the question, between Limone and North Face 50, there's a race you tend to run one of the Moab trail races every year.
Yeah, I love that one. Such a good time of year and just so fun to be out in the desert, especially with the single track that's on that course. So I'm certainly signed up for that one already.
Nice. Well, congratulations for your run here, and see you around.
Thanks as always, Brian.
Thank you.